There is an ancient, timeless, perfect system of symbols that connects us to everything. It unifies, defines, and identifies everything that exists in the divine, eternal energy. In this perfect system, all is in order, has purpose, and is complete. Nothing is repeated. Nothing is random. Nothing's eliminated. Nothing is chaotic. All is in truth, perfect order. I have here a revelation of ancient symbols. These symbols we'll call 1 through 9. We know them as numbers today, but I use 1 through 9 as symbols. Each one a symbol in and of itself. From a time when we were all free and all our needs were taken care of in this beautiful garden, when there was no need to cognize a life of competition, unfulfilled desires, money, or leaders, we resonated in love and harmony continually. We were, or full participants in freedom to fully experience our creations. This is who we naturally are from the Bible scriptures. Garden of Eden, they called it. The whole universe is, or was, this wonderful, perfect garden where we participate in the workings of our world individually and collectively. I will uncover here that we are still in this perfection. We're just not perceiving it. The first symbol is 1, the unique individual in a singularity. Perfection doesn't come in pieces. It comes in fullness and wholeness. You're perfect and your next door neighbor is not. So that doesn't exist in perfection. So perfection is a wholeness, a uniqueness, and unifying duality. The 2, the duality, the expression of the creation of the one, from the one. 2 cannot be separate ever from 1. In 1, we find the 2, duality. In the duality, we find the 1, the singularity. When using our numbers today, we use them to count and measure in time and space. Remember, there are 2 ways of measuring things. The points from one point to the next, and the spaces between the points. Now, think about it. When we measure anything, we're comparing. We use numbers and we're constantly comparing. We're constantly competing. And when we count everything and measure everything, we have this illusion of ownership. Well, can we really own anything? And it is also taking away our responsibility in our true nature and purpose. It's an incompleteness in our life's experience when we count everything. Here I am defining a different way of using these numbers as symbols representing the workings of pure, divine energy. And you can say, well, what about everything that is defined by 12. 12 is over the number 9, and I'm only doing 1 through 9. Well, it is my establishment here that 12 actually is the 1 and the 2, the representation of the 1 and the 2. And 21, its mirror image. 12 is a foot, 12 is a dozen, 12 is puberty, and 21 is adulthood. 12 months in a year, 12 signs of the zodiac, 12 rays of creation. 12 is noon and midnight, the most prominent places on a clock. There are 13 keys in a chromatic scale on a keyboard, but 12 spaces. There are 12 colors on the color wheel, and there are many other examples of how things in time and space are measured by 12. Now, if we were to count these ducks, we would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, does this first duck look anything like this second duck? And in truth, can we double this first duck and he'll equal the second duck? Can we take away this duck if we say, just because we say 1 minus 1? The things that we put down in paper are very abstract. They do not reflect reality. When we say 1 and 1 equals 2, that could never happen. 1 minus 1 equals 0, equals nothing. So we add the placeholder 0 to subtract the first duck into nothing, which is an abstract conception. Others in our present day have been giving us a lot of insight on the uniqueness and all the anomalies of 9. Here I have the whole perfect system of reducing all to the symbols 1 through 9. It's a different way of using these numbers. Here we are using these numbers in a different system and a different way of thinking of them, and we even redefine infinity with all the other anomalies that happen here. 9 is the key to the whole system. For instance, any 2 digits that equal 9 are magnetically attracted. I find this over and over in this work. 81, 72, 63, 54, or their mirror images 18, 27, 36, 45. Here I'm giving an example of some of the math that gives us this information about 81723645. If you look at the 81 in the upper left-hand corner, these two tables, the 1 table going down and the 8 table next to it, if I count from the top down in the 1's table with the reduced numbers, the colored numbers, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the 8 table, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 backwards. This only happens with 1 and 8. Now if we do 7 and 2, the same thing happens. If we read down from the 2 table and up from the 7 table, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. These are the only 2 tables that do this. The 3, 6 is two numbers that attract each other, and they're a system of their own that work with the 9. The 5 and the 4 do the same thing as the 1 and the 8 and the 2 and the 7. The numbers are 5, 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 8, 4. There are a few concepts in here and working with these numbers that is very different from the way we work with numbers in the base 10 system, and one of them is mirror imaging, and the other one is magnetic attractions, and these numbers are always moving. These numbers aren't standing still on a piece of paper. They show movement constantly. And because of this, no numbers stand alone. And here I redefine infinity as 714285 with the 369 energy spiraling through. Discovering at these ancient sites all over the world that if you go back far enough in history, you find perfection, different technology, clues and hints about 9 symbols representing the workings of this energy and our true nature and purpose here. There's more to each of us than we're perceiving. There is more. There is an inner being. There is deep within. There is, and we can experience an inner being, the great deep truth within of the one, and we can experience these great truths of the one and the two.